broadcast. Karnataka BJP MLA BP Harish on his way to the stage protest in front of Congress office in Bengaluru gets egged by Congress party workers. BJP delegation files a complaint with Bengaluru City Police Commissioner. So it's protest versus protest. Congress workers stage a mega protest, and we're given to understand that soon there was an altercation. This is turning out to be a Congress versus BJP clash. There are visuals and images now coming to fore of how the BJP leader was targeted. Pan-India protest, and more than that, protest versus protest. That is what is actually playing out at the moment. Congress workers staged a protest march towards Raj Bhavan over the NEET paper leak case. So there are these multiple protests that are taking place across the country. There are some clashes also that have broken out during these very protests. First, we also got you updates on how there was a BJP versus Congress clash that happened in Patna. Now there are reports coming in from Chhattisgarh as well on protests breaking out over the NEET controversy. And during those protests, clashes between political parties, clashes between BJP and Congress being reported as well. In Karnataka, a BJP MLA was targeted. Eggs were hurled at him. So there was a clash between the BJP and the Congress in Karnataka. Similarly, we earlier told you about the clashes that broke out between Congress and BJP in Patna, in the state of Bihar. So the issue of NEET, of paper leak, has led to pan-India protest, and more than the protest, it's about the clashes that are breaking out during these protests, because there seems to be a game of one-upmanship, not just between the Congress and the BJP, but now amid the opposition parties as well, in the INDI bloc as well. A game of one-upmanship happening. There seems to be a race to take credit on who raises the voice of the students, who raises concerns for them the most. Let's go across to Akshara, who's joining us with more details. Akshara, this protest for students against paper leak seems to be turning into a protest between political parties.
Well, yes, absolutely. You know, here in the state of Karnataka, you have the Congress party leaders staging a protest here in Bengaluru and all parts of Karnataka as well. And that's why this incident came to the fore here in Bengaluru, when a few BJP leaders who were trying to stage a protest were on their way to the KPCC office, the Congress office, during which the Congress workers who were present, they started egging these BJP leaders. They started throwing eggs at the BJP leaders. During one such incident, BJP MLA who was at the spot was also hit with the egg, following which the delegation of the BJP leaders also tried to reach the spot and stage an intense protest, but the police officials picked them up and detained them, following which now a complaint has been filed also at the Bengaluru City Police Commissioner office regarding this incident, and they're also alleging that the leaders were assaulted. So these are the incidents that are coming to the fore. And yes, at the very same time, the Congress is also staging a protest here in Bengaluru and across the state. They are trying to lay siege and to the BJP office here in the Bengaluru and also in other districts as well. So yes, this particular protest of the students regarding the NEET paper leak has turned into a political rivalry between the BJP and the Congress, with the Congress staging a protest and trying to lay siege to the BJP officers here, and at the very same time the BJP also starting counter protests and trying to stage a protest in front of the Congress officers. So yes, the protests tend to continue here in the state of Karnataka as well.
Absolutely. And to disperse the crowd, water cannons were used. Water cannons also being used in Congress-ruled states, where protesters are gathering, where they are protesting on the issue of NEET, of paper leak. So on one hand, Akshara, in the national capital, you have these reactions, the criticism on handling of the entire situation. There are, of course, allegations being leveled by both sides. The students and the protesters are leveling allegations along with opposition parties that excessive force was used. Police personnel are saying that there were some antisocial elements who hit out at them, who targeted them, and that's when they had to resort to lobbing tear gas shells or using water cannons. But there are similar incidents being reported from Congress-ruled states as well, where protesters gathered and water cannons were used to disperse them.
Here in the state of Karnataka, the water canals were not used. As you mentioned earlier, this particular NEET protest of the students against the government has turned into a political rivalry between the BJP and the Congress, as we were speaking. Since the morning today, the BJP and the Congress leaders here have been staging a protest. On one side, you have the Congress leaders who are holding protests in all the districts of Karnataka, stating that our leaders have given us a call in order to support the students, and they are staging a protest. Is what the word which we are hearing from the Congress leaders. At the very same time, due to the incidents that took place in Delhi, now the BJP leaders here in the state of Karnataka staged a protest. In fact, RSU, Karnataka, LOP, and accompanied by various other BJP MLAs, started marching towards the Congress office here in Karnataka. They wanted to say that they wanted to lay siege to the Congress office here, stating that yesterday the Congress went ahead and staged a protest in front of the residence of the Prime Minister. Now we want to give it back to them, so we want to ensure that we teach a lesson and that do the same here is what the word which we are getting from the BJP, and they were detained as well. At the very same time, the Congress leaders have also been staging a protest. They are also doing certain discussions, holding certain discussions with the students as well.
Absolutely. Two visuals on screens. On one hand, you have these visuals coming in from Raipur, where water cannons were used to disperse the crowd. On the other hand, like Akshara was pointing out, visuals coming in from Bengaluru, where a BJP leader was targeted. Eggs were hurled at the BJP leader. So these protests intensifying on ground and largely turning into a party versus party sort of a situation. Clashes between political parties over protests taking place. Thank you.